Is it capped at 1 hour? There's no way it's capped at 1 hour, right? It can't be. I think we're fine, guys. I don't know exactly what happened, but I think we're okay. So, let's get some things out already. I cannot draw. Okay. Now let me show you what I have for drawing. Also, these are my hands. They're not very good. I'm sorry. I did not actually prepare for this. This is a spur of the moment thing. Okay. Anyways, so I have pen 1, pen 2. Wait. I guess they're pencils. Pencils. Pen 1 to 3, and an eraser. Now, the British may call it something completely different, but I don't think that if I use that word, it's gonna turn out good. So we're not using that. Oh, look, guys. Lo-Fi Girl is taking a break. Obviously, I don't have music licenses and all that. So, yeah. Now, let me run you through the small issue. I'm using my phone. Usually, I use my phone to do other things during the stream. But now I'm using my phone as a webcam because my webcam is terrible. So it's much more convenient to just plug this in. Now, the goal for today is obviously I've drawn a tiny bit before, so that's how I already know I'm bad. And also, you could tell from this thing right there, that one. And actually, everything like around, and especially everything in this part of the screen, we can tell it's bad because I drew it. I know, crazy. Now, usually, I I would show stuff that I've already drawn, but they're very bad. So let me just show you the last thing I did, which was a while ago. I don't really do this often. Now, there's a lot of issues with this drawing. First of all, is obviously it's kind of hard to show you guys because the perspective sucks. Okay, because I guess I could put it like this, and then hopefully you guys can see it. Or I can try this maybe. No, if I move it here, it's not gonna work. We'll try this. Okay, so some pointers. Let me get my pen. This, and this. She's facing forwards like almost perfectly, right? But this is from the middle, right? Assuming this is the middle. Oh, I don't have anything. Okay. Assuming this is the middle, right? This is the middle. This starts here on the middle, right? As you can see, middle. It kind of starts on the middle. But let me get a different one because I think I'm out of mind. I don't use that anyways because that's the thinnest one. Anyway, yeah. So this starts here, which is like, I guess not that big of an issue if then it would start here as well, right? So we would have this going, and then it would go like this. Or this, we go for the right side, and then it actually starts over here, and then we go down. So that's one. Two, the eyes are clearly not aligned. Same thing over here, right? Now, one thing that I've liked how this turned out, I like how I did in this drawing, was actually how the hair looks. I think that was like okay. Also, I thought I did the top part kind of okay. The problem is I can't tell if anyone can actually tell what this is supposed to be, because I know what it's supposed to be, and to me it makes sense. But I also feel like maybe it's a bit too flat, right? So you don't get the depth in it. But yeah, that was one thing. The other thing was, even though the eyes are not good overall, I think the idea, I was trying to go for like a semi-deranged person, and I think that worked, kind of. So we take what we can get. I don't know if that's the word. We get what we, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I tried, and then something kind of turned out, but not really. Okay, that is pretty much how it went. Now, is there? I mean, obviously, I know there's other stuff to show, so we can go through that first really quickly. Now you gotta remember that since I'm not good at drawing, most of these don't come from myself. I'm only gonna show you the good stuff, by the way. I'm not gonna show you the extremely terrible. This is definitely copied. You can tell, right? I could move my camera a bit. We got this, right? Yeah, honestly, this overall isn't so bad. I think the angle actually helps over there. If I do it like this, you can see the face is a bit bent with the neck. It's like slightly over there. One other very obvious thing. The hand. The hand sucks. Okay, I can't draw hands. This hand was like okay-ish. I think, to be honest, I think the thumb looks actually like semi okay. Apart from this tiny bit, it's like maybe tiny bit too pointy, but I think it actually looks okay. The rest of the hand, yeah, don't know about that. What's next? What's on the next page? I need to check before. We're not gonna show next page because holy, that sucks. I think I accidentally showed it. Anyways, it's okay. Now this is just copying. Honestly, as you can see, that's what NC stands for. I don't remember what the N stands for, but I remember C stands for copy. Oh, I did not drop the pencil. So basically, oh, it's normal copy. Okay, normal copy. It stands for normal copy. And then we have normal copy, and then let me move this over here. I wonder if this would still be stable. The odds of this falling are very high, by the way, guys. Okay, I think we actually, this is better. This is way better. Hold up. If I move this higher, we can. Oh wait. We're getting there. I move this higher, and I then lower the overscan a bit, and by a bit I mean a bit more, and I can put on 0, and then we achieve this. Now I do realize that this line over here kind of screws up everything, but it's okay. We can move more to the right. Oh, this is actually crazy. Wait, hold up, because I'm moving, but it doesn't on this. Okay, that makes sense actually. I was moving the everything, but it looked like it was standing still. Anyways, now if we go down to this thing, which is definitely the blind copy, you can see that everything sucks about it. I think that at least the face actually move it down a bit. I think that at least the face part. I think this looks okay, kind of not really. But like the mouth thing, I think the vibe that it's giving is definitely closer to a real thing that someone that can actually draw would make than this. But we don't have that, so we don't have the talent. So when I try to do it in blind after the one copy, this is what happened. Yeah. Also, I re-put the noise gate. I completely forgot that I turned it off. Actually, I had it off for a while. The problem with the noise gate and why I actually have it is because of my chair. Well, you don't hear it now because obviously I've done the thing. But the problem with my chair is it's so squeaky. It's actually kind of crazy how squeaky it can get. Now, moving on. What do we have next? Page is basically the same thing actually. Next page. But it's, I guess that one's not even, nothing good happened there, so there's no point in showing. Now this isn't actually a copy. This is basically a multiple step process. I was like, first iteration, this is what happened. Deleted it. As you can see, it's kind of erased over here. Second iteration, bad. Third iteration, kind of okay, not really. Oh wait, no, fourth. Okay, third iteration is definitely still bad, by the way. However, I feel like you can see what I'm trying to do more than with iteration 2. This iteration kind of sucks. Also, I like to say I don't take my time with these. Like I just go, you know. Yeah, I erase a few things here and there, you know, but for the most part, I don't. For the most part, it's just okay. I'm doing this fast. Like, I just don't like spending a lot of time on it because I feel like the more time I spend on it, the more likely I'm gonna mess up. So that's why that's not what's happening usually. Now, moving on to iteration 4, which is the last one actually for this. This one is surprisingly like okay for my standards. I mean, obviously I can tell that the eyes, right? The ribbon is actually this apparently. Yeah, I'm missing brows, face too round, hair not round, straight. Oh yeah, I was trying to go for like a. Why do I keep picking this up? More like a. You know, rounder, like. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if there's like a word for it. I guess. Yeah, so that's that. Moving on. And obviously, I know this is supposed to be a drawing stream, and then we've spent 15 minutes. But I feel like it's important to. We're not gonna show Sad Girl Sex Miko because that's not it. This right here is, I think, the peak of my abilities ever. This usually I copied things, right? That's how you could see a lot. Like the Miko one was definitely copied, 100%. Which I don't know if it's like a good approach or not. It's more like, oh, I've seen this. I would love to draw it, and then I'm like, okay, if I didn't draw it out of my like head, it's gonna turn out bad. And I mean bad. Let me. Okay. I feel like you get a better idea of how it looks if I do this. So this, however, is actually just referenced. Uh, which is crazy because usually if I just reference things, they turn out bad. Let me move the camera a bit so I can show it better. Because the line's getting in the way over here. So, oops, might have. Oh, actually, I feel like this is extremely sketchy and it might fall at any moment, but it's okay. Move, yeah, we keep it like this. This is by far. Why do I keep picking this up, man? Let me just put it away so I actually can. This is basically the best thing I've ever dreamed in my life. I don't know if you can tell the details from here. Let me put this over here so hopefully it focuses. Yo, over here, focus. Oh, Lo-Fi Girl. We've spent the 50 minutes basically. Yeah. We'll go back to lowering the volume. So, as I was saying, I really like this drawing. I don't actually remember what I was referencing. I know it's partially referenced, partially just. I don't know if I want to say this out loud. Mahiron from Onimai. Okay, listen, I don't want to talk about Onimai, but I actually enjoyed parts of it. Minus the fan service. After I've done this, I was like, the confidence sky high. I am so good at drawing, okay? I've become God, destroyer of paintings. So I was like, okay, clearly this is my day. So I did the one on the right, which is, as you can see, clearly it was not actually my day. I just got lucky once. Now, something on the other page, no, it's not. Now we go to something you can definitely tell I copied because it actually looks semi-okay. Over here, it's copied, like the posture is copied, but the face is actually mine. So yeah, and the hair. Now what this was originally was what did I forget her name? What was her name? Why am I like I know every time she pops up on my screen, I knew her full name, and now I can't tell. What was her full name? Anyways, the girl from Pseudo Harem, she was great. Loved them. I so wish there was a Pseudo Harem season 2. It was so good. And yeah, this is that. Clearly copied. You can definitely tell it's copied. By the way, when I don't have like extremely messy lines, because even here, right? You can definitely tell the lines are definitely a bit more weirded out, right? But they're very intentional. Well, not very, but they're definitely way more intentional than on my other drawings. And I think that's like the main difference. You can definitely tell, like, even if you don't realize that the drawing itself is bad, I think from far away you can definitely tell that one's messy and one's like more intentional. Obviously there's some parts which is like messy over here, and like I could say the hair, obviously, the bow tie, but yeah, stuff like this, the folds, right? They're definitely way more intentional, which is good and bad. Now, this is actually so bad that I don't want to show. So yeah, we're not gonna show her. This is gonna be probably the last one that I will show, as long as I actually find it. I want to show what before the one that I've previously claimed that it was my best thing. I want to show what was previously my best thing. That wasn't fully copied, because others are like 90% copied. Others are a lot copied, even though they look better than this. There's no point in actually showing the other ones because obviously after I've done this, I was like, wow, maybe I'm good now. Clearly this is like faith-wise, right? She's sitting like this, and you would expect the angle is not matching, right? This face is more like this, but that one's more like, so it should be more like this, right? This, but it's okay. Yeah, I think this was the first time I tried to do something with like emotion, as in not just, oh, here's the eyes, this, like they weren't just, look, I have hair. To be honest, this looks like a hood now. Anyways, something that actually doesn't just have the mouth be, that's the mouth. Fantastic, great. She's indifferent. Fantastic. I actually try something, and shading. I can't do shading, right? I just can't. I still cannot. I know the idea of that. It's like, I know the theory behind. No, I don't know the theory. I know the idea behind it, I think, or like, I like to think that I know the theory behind it or the idea. But I don't know, something that if I do this, it just turns out bad. Now clearly there's something I'm doing wrong. But yeah, because I prefer doing the like. Basically, actually, coloring it in kind of, but relying on. Oh my god! I just realized what that looks like, so I have to delete that. I'm sorry. Pretend this person was never here, guys. Okay, never there. Yeah, I prefer having shading be like just how much I go over, and the less I go over, the less like colored it is. We didn't see it. Okay, well that's fantastic. I prefer doing this overall, or very very thin lines, which is like, it's the density doesn't change, as in like, or like the frequency of the line. The distance stays the same, obviously. I feel like usually people would just start having like less distance between everything. I don't do that. I usually keep the distance the same, but regardless, it's just one more type of line. That's one, and then another type of line, another different direction, and that's how I do it. I don't know if that's good. It's probably not. That's probably why nobody uses it. But that's what. Now, if we go back to this is. Did not actually mean to get on this page. This is what's her name? Makina from Demon Lord 2099. By the way, Demon Lord 2099, fantastic intro. I love the intro. the show itself was like, okay, it was alright, but yeah, most of the show itself is kind of okay. But the intro song was amazing. Okay, the intro song was great. Oh, and so was the outro. The outro was also good. Overall, every piece of music, and oops, that almost destroyed everything. Now, by the way, if anyone can somehow figure out who this was supposed to be, 10 out of 10, good job. You're the best. I'll congratulate you, person. I cannot give you anything. I'm sorry. The Now, what we're gonna do today is actually not related whatsoever with that. I know. It's almost as if I've wasted 20 minutes of your life. No, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Let's get started. So today, you know how my character clearly sucks. You can tell. I'm trying to make it not suck. Obviously, my character is supposed to be should be not intentionally. Obviously, I would definitely go for more normal art style, not the chibi style of character. If I could draw it and not make it horrendous. The problem is I don't like drawing on computer. I just don't. Now that might be because I don't actually have a screen tablet. I have one of those tablets you just like need to look at the screen as you do it, and it's just I hate it. And screen tablets are too expensive for me to buy, so I don't have one. But this thing was like, actually this was kind of expensive. This was 20 euros because it's supposed to handle markers. And the pens were like 3 euros, I think. The eraser was like 2 euros. So basically, definitely more cheaper. More cheaper? Cheaper. Definitely cheaper. Also, oh, I forgot to mention. So we have a new chat. Now, what does that mean for you guys? It means that well, nothing really, because nobody's in chat to like be here to say anything. But I will give you a short demonstration. I may or may not have not considered this not work. Okay. You should be able to see my name. Well, I mean, obviously you can see my name. But what I'm trying to say is, let me. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to go to the actual stream itself. My name. Okay, right. I should probably change the font for that one. That's okay. You can actually read it. And I could also, I suppose, what we could do is we could, yeah, we could make it so, we can make it so the text is bigger, and then we can change font. But yeah, I'm trying something new now. Luckily for me, I know who would have thought that actually doing this, like coding related university would have helped to this. I did not know how to do that, like the whole custom thingy, and I went on a tutorial, and it was just JavaScript, CSS, and HTML, and I was like, wait, I can do this. Why did nobody tell me it was this the whole time? So yeah, this it's actually great. I love it. 10 out of 10. Now let's get started. Um, Wait a second. I'm wondering if I should have something. I'm not very prepared. Let's just try and fill this whole page in. Right? Let's just try and do that. I'm not worried about how good it's gonna be because the odds of it being good is actually 0. So let's just attempt something with what I have in mind. Even though the odds of that turning well are, once again, as I said, precisely zero, because that's just how it goes. But hopefully, maybe it's not that bad. Okay, maybe. Maybe it's okay. So, what should we get started with? What do I want to draw first? I don't know. Let's just go ahead. Do I want an ear? I think most of them have ears, so I think we can go for a ear. Is my phone actually not straight? My phone itself was straight. The stand was not. I kind of wanted to try and learn how to do straighter lines. But I guess that's something for a different time. What I do love is I don't have to do the whole... Oh, I messed up. I don't erase, which is definitely not great, but... It's... Remember when I said I'm trying to make it not be like, oh, this is the face? This is not this. Okay, so if you think about it, we're actually fine. Yeah, we're okay. If we draw in the eyes in the exact same ways I draw eyes every time, I'm sure everything is gonna be alright. And I can go like... Good. Now, obviously, my character happens to be very bad. So it has this bit of hair, which I don't even... This does not make sense, does it? Like, this doesn't make sense. But it's okay, because I like it. So we keep it like that. And then it always has two long... Are these bangs? I don't think they're called bangs. I don't know what the word for it is. But she always has it. As you can see, this is not the same size. But we don't erase. So, I know it has other things, but this is like the main essence of it. And then it's just long hair. Maybe too long on the top. Oh, that does not make a lot of sense. Right, and this is it. This is the character. Now I can erase the lines in the head really quickly. And this is basically it. Obviously, there's stuff that should make it better. Let me see if I can get it to focus on. Okay. Palm. Hello, everyone. There is no one to focus. Also, I've messed up the settings, by the way. If anyone's wondering why the stream looks way worse than it does before, than it does usually, it's because I messed up. I'm sorry, everyone. I messed up. Okay, we don't talk about it, but it's what happened. Which, to be honest, isn't very good because I would like the quality to be normal. But you know, it's okay. We can have what we have. Basically, what happened is you can select the canvas quality, right? The resolution of the canvas. The resolution of the canvas is basically just. The resolution of the canvas is just I realized I should have done this before. I think I can get it. All right. There you go. So the resolution of the canvas is in 4040p right now. But I've drawn everything in 1080p. So it looks bad on stream because everything is stretched. I know. I'm a genius. My brain is phenomenally huge. But yeah, that's the current situation. We can now continue. Now, what's bad with this? First of all, it looks like absolutely nothing. I know. I'm fantastic. Eyes too close, right? I feel too close to the left. It should be more to the right because it's supposed to be in the center, but like this, it's definitely less than this thing. So it's kind of, you know, this is further. So it needs to be more to the left. You know. But that's number one. The I'm basically going for quantity over quality, if you know that idea. Because if the idea is to practice, then I want to draw fast, kind of, not really. But if I draw fast, but if I draw slowly to practice, then I'm not obviously gonna draw fast. You know what I mean? Like if I'm trying to draw fast and then I practice that by not doing that, then I'm not even practicing it. So I'd rather be overall bad and consistently have things that look like very unfinished, because to be honest, that's kind of what I'm going for right now. I'm not really going for finished files, but it's okay. I wonder what I should do next, because I kind of already did my character. We can come back to this. It was like a good character to draw. I can go and like my YouTube. If anyone has any recommendation for characters, I can try. Obviously, that's not gonna end up well, but I can try. Let's see what we have here. We can do Hololive members. I don't know most of them, but we can do some. I go on YouTube and see if the first video that gets recommended to me, I'm gonna keep refreshing the page until I get something. I'm lying. I'm gonna open it up and it's instantly gonna be there. Okay. Actually, Bebo is streaming, so this makes sense. We can try Bebo. The question is it like I kind of messed myself up because I decided to do the whole chibi thing, but kind of don't want to do that right now. My brain isn't made for this, but we can try. So, you has got a new outfit. I think all of them has now. Be Oseki Bijo. Let's see. I really like the new outfit, but to be honest, everything Cyberpunk I would have liked. To be honest with you. Now, let's go over. The face is probably gonna be the same. So I guess more like a. I'm trying to go for intentional lines as I explained previously. So I think this is better. If we put the eye lashes, are they lashes? They're lashes, I think. I messed up, but it's okay. If we put them there, and apart from the fact that this is definitely messed up, we can continue. I don't like that. I'm gonna use the eraser. I know I just literally spent like 2 minutes explaining how I don't do that, but I'm gonna do that. Sure. I'm pretty sure she's got the whole hair thingy, right? Which is like the hair is basically flowy to the right, but it's messy. And then I think she's got the whole, you know, the I don't know what these are called, but the things that go like this in the hair. Also, something that I can't do is short hair. I would love to do short hair, but I just can't. Okay. It's like my brain cannot comprehend doing short hair. It just can't. It's probably just practice, really. But yeah. I think I've just accidentally drawn the girl from My Dear Friend Okotan. But it's okay. To be honest, I mean, if I manage to do that accidentally, it's fine. I'm slipping into old habits of the lines that are messy. I think the angle that I'm doing this is bad. I think it needs to be more yeah, more steep. I don't know, the sharp angle narrower. Like I'm doing it to it needs to be like this. You know, instead of this. But yeah. We can finish it off. I can change the mouth. I'm down to change the mouth, really. Mainly because I've looked at a picture and I have, and actually I can do something for the mouth now. I think she's got like few things in her hair. Oh, she's got the things on over the on the nose. I don't know the name of it in English. And what else? You can do that like this. Nobody's gonna know. Her is more circular E, but also not. Like it's narrower at the top. I can change the mouth to something that actually exists. Let's go for all of a sudden the mouse is off center now. I know it's more something that's like, oh, I accidentally erased the band-aid. There you go. That's the word. I knew the word. See, I knew the word. Um, the mouth can be like, sure, why not? This is it. We're gonna call this finished, even though it looks nothing like her. This was the inspiration. We can like, you know, we can call this the finished product, even though it's finished is the better description for it. Now, oh, it's it's 5:20 a.m. Well, it's 5:21 a.m. But that's just for me to know. Next we can. What would we do now? Silverwolf. Actually, to be honest, Silverwolf reminds me a lot of the new Beedra outfit. So that's. I don't know if that's intentional though, but it definitely reminds me of it. Let me get some water really. I did not drop. They actually genuinely fell on their own. Okay, let's continue. This is generally not the worst thing I've done. I've done worse things than this. Okay, I've definitely drawn worse things than this. Now let's move on to Silverwolf, which is supposed to be very similar to this. The problem is, I feel like the whole thing with like this the problem here was I was trying to go for the actual normal hairstyle, which is more detailed. As a matter of fact, actually, I don't know if you guys remember a bit ago in the stream where I showed the best thing that I've drawn ever on my own. I mean, this. If we go back to this, I was trying to achieve the same like feel. Obviously, this could have like more details on top, but this part is basically what I was trying to go for. This is the first time I actually genuinely felt happy with the drawing. I've said that before though. But yeah, apart from this not making sense on her, which is just unfortunate, but yeah, I was trying to go for more like this individual strands of hair more noticeable, which because I feel like that's just how the character looks on. The problem is I don't think that translates well into the chibi style. Unless it doesn't, I'm just like dumb, which is to be honest, that's probably the case. But that's why I kind of stopped. As you can see, I started here and then I kind of stopped. Also, this got very messy very fast, but it's okay. I think it's fine. What is happening with my ears? Okay, let's move on. So as I said, we can do Silver Wolf. I do have stuff in front of me. I guess this is definitely a different style, but I think I'll try and keep it similar-ish. I think the main goal should be either to definitely keep it the bottom, the chin part, to keep it straight, or to try and like arch it. Even though this arch is actually more like a, this is how it kind of looks like. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, you can't even see. This is more kind of how it looks like. But also another issue is I wasn't intending on making this look like she was looking towards there, right? But I feel like because I've made accidentally the chin, instead of it being straight, that's not even straight, but anyways, instead of being straight, I made it slightly upwards, which kind of messed up a bit, but it's okay. I wonder if it's easier to do like bigger drawings, because it's kind of like the same with like sensitivity in games, right? Because with small ones, so basically what would be high sensitivity, it's harder to do things, but then bigger is like more consistent. So we can try bigger. And then I messed up. Let's try bigger. Because I suck, I'm gonna keep the main idea the same, which is just the face pointing either straight on or to my right, their left, and the ear on the left. I think you can definitely abandon the ear, like not having ears, but I said like a lot of GPs just have one ear, which I don't know why. But I feel like it's a common thing. Okay. Bigger kind of means this. Okay. We can consider this bigger. Also, I think it helps you guys out because I draw smaller usually, but it looks kind of bad, especially on the cam. So I think this works out for everyone, actually. I feel like Silver Wolf is more aggressive than Bebo is. Or not aggressive. I guess like colder. I feel like that makes more. Yeah, colder is thing. I think colder is the word. I can't go. I could do. I obviously could, but I don't like doing it. For like a circle, and then color the rest, right? Obviously, I still like to keep the. Oh, this looks awful. Because this needs to be intentional now. It's like an extra thing that needs to be intentional, which I'm not good with. So, that's like a small issue we can run into. Because obviously, if I can't do stuff intentionally well, then having more things that I need to do intentionally well is gonna end up in more things that look bad. This is supposed to be like white, but I don't think it kind of achieved that. Oh, it did actually. I take it back. It achieved it extremely poorly though, but it did achieve it. So props to it, I guess. Oh, actually, you can kind of see it. Anyways, that's something that's missing on all of them actually. I don't mind if the. Let's go for this. She's got. Right, so it would make sense if this crosses over. And this also crosses over. And then I can erase this. I just needed the lines to make sense. Although I do think they're like... I'm bringing the hair too far down. So let's go for a different one. If I go for this here, and then I can... We can go like this. This works way better. Okay. Now she has the thing which is like basically what I was trying to do on the page before this. If I can somehow pull it off, that'd be cool. But I don't know how. I guess I didn't really pull it off. It kind of didn't work out. But it's fine. Am I an idiot? I am. I am definitely an idiot. We can redo this. None of this makes sense because everything here is wrong. I was drawing the line and I was like, wait, what am I connecting this to? This does not make any sense. Okay. Let's say that that part makes sense. It does not make sense. I cannot lie to anyone. To be honest with you, this does not make any sense. Okay? I'm not lying. It doesn't. Like, I think it's actually better if I keep it this. Okay. Get rid of that on this. I feel like it's still definitely too high. This thing goes up differently. There we go. We kind of achieved what I was looking for. Uh, Obviously, I feel like if I can make this go more like rounder. I think it's okay. Now, I know Silverus has like uh glasses and stuff. I could have anything for that. Is I've used this. What if I aspiration? What happened? I'm searching for it. I found it. There you go. I knew it. I found it, but I actually have it. See, guys, this is why you don't buy like 9 phone cases, because then it becomes hard to actually like keep track of everything. Now, I just realized I'm gonna mess this up so badly. It's like these are the glasses, right? They go down a bit. And they go like this, you know? And they like get it? This line definitely sucks over here, but there's nothing I can do about it. Now, if I go ahead and like connect this. Draw the line over here differently a bit. And now I can do the thing, you know, where it's like where it's the same thing, and then we do the different strokes, the different direction. Yeah. This is it, guys. This is it. Now, doesn't this look fantastic? And before you say no, it doesn't. I need you to remember that you need to be nice to the people around you and to everyone in your life. So before you say this sucks, okay, gotta say, wow, this is fantastic. Okay, so like just try it. Okay. Oh, this is fantastic. See. That's exactly what we need. I just did not mean to do that. This is fantastic. It looks better if I keep it like this. Honestly, this is not the worst thing I've done. Problems with this. Face, I think it's fine. Eyes, one's bigger than the other. Glasses. Because it just happens that the face slightly feels like it's still turning to the right. very tiny bit, right? But you can still tell. I feel like this would have made more sense to be more straight like this. You know, like half the line, instead of going down, have it more straight. Even though it still goes considerably downward, more straight. Another option would have been to move, actually look at, oh, this is probably where the nose is gonna be, right? So it makes sense that this is actually like, if we do a line down the middle, this is kind of where we land. And because this is not centered, it gives the feel that it's more to the right. Because obviously, that's just how things work. Kind of. Not really, actually. Because you usually start to like see a lot more of this. But yeah, it just, because it's definitely not centered, glasses make it seem like it's going right. And then also, the mouse is not helping because it's not, this should be like this. Kind of. But I did like the mouse before. So I wouldn't actually, I would not mind keeping it. Maybe just change it a bit. Maybe change it a bit. And then we can make it more like this. Okay. It's now too much to the left. But guys, I can only do so much. I'm bad at this, okay? You gotta understand that this is not good. Okay, the original plan was to stream for 2 hours, but I'm falling asleep, okay? I'm falling asleep, so therefore, we're gonna have to end this now. Before I end, I should show something so it doesn't feel like we're I'm taking everything away from you. This was supposed to be an attempt at drawing exactly Ado. Now, did this actually happen? No. I was like, wow, this face is kind of wide. You know who that reminds me of? Exactly. Exactly. Anya. But it's Anya in Chando's costume. Okay. Does this actually look like Anya? Not really. It doesn't. You would know it's Anya only because of these things, which, by the way, this one sucks. It should be more like, you know. But because of these things, I'm trying to like make it seem like it is Anya. This is very much the same thing as this. You can see clearly. Uh, so yeah. One more other thing that I can show, so it doesn't feel like I've done nothing. I have done nothing. Not that one actually. I kind of want. Okay, we can show this one. Okay. The Mino, although up top, she's copied. 100%, you can tell. But she's not really copied. She's more like, okay, I've seen the pose and I was like thinking about it. So what I feel like I've done a semi decent job at making it seem like she said. What happened really was I did this a lot. Took one piece of toilet paper, put it around my finger, just like this. right? And then ta-da! That's kind of what happened. I feel like with this, whilst you can definitely tell it's not good, you can definitely tell it's not good. It's at the very least you can understand it, which is good. It's way better than a lot of other things. We can go next to this. In orders of which one's copied, which one isn't. This is copied. This isn't copied. This is copied. All three. Actually, this one, I don't remember what was up with this one. These two are from. Was it? I think it was McCain. McCain. I call it McCain, but that's because it from McCain or McCain or McCain. You know the show where the guy like starts drinking water and then like the show where everyone gets rejected. That one. It's his sister. I thought she looked very cute, and I was like, wow, it would be so nice to be able to draw that. Let me try that. And then, yeah, the cute did not translate. Let me bring this here so it looks a bit better, because obviously perspective wise this looks fine. But I feel like face doesn't make a lot of sense. It looks like, to me, from this perspective, it kind of looks like, you know how like the Lego hair, you just like put it on top, that where it's like it screws up on top of the circular thing on top, and then you put it in, so it stays the same regardless of like whatever's happening. It feels like this is that, or like the VTuber hand, like 3D models a lot of times. I feel like this is too rigid. Mainly, I think it's because of this line right here. This line goes directly down and follows this, which I guess is not like impossible, but it also feels like it's not following the head, because the head is kind of like turned. Right? The head is kind of turned, but then the hair goes down completely. But because of the head part, I would assume it would go something like it would follow it a bit on top of the head, because the head is like, and then go down. But what's happening here is it goes down directly, and I feel that just like makes it seem not normal. Like I would assume this would be less. I don't know how to explain it. Like it makes sense, but it also at the very same time it feels like it doesn't. I don't know. Also, whoever advertised that this eraser does not have the thing where it like get the bits from the erasing lied, because I definitely got them. Now, if there's something else that I can show, oh my god, we can show Alia from Alia. Sometimes is her feelings in Russian, and Mafu is also on the left. Mafu to this day is actually the only guy I've actually drawn. Now, luckily, Mafu cross that line sometimes when he sings, but it's fine. He's actually, yeah, I don't know exactly why. I thought that's the Cyberpunk. Actually, I think that's probably it. Honestly, that's probably what happened. It was like, if you cannot tell, I like the tech vibe, but not the I'm gonna use ChatGPT to whip up a logo, tech pro type thing, but like the cyberpunk inspired stuff, you know. So that's why he is definitely the first and last guy I'm probably gonna draw, unless something weird happens, and then I actually try again. But I think that's pretty much where I'm gonna keep it at for a bit. You can, I guess, this is a very bad drawing. This is why I'm showing it to you guys. Okay. In all her drawing, it looks bad because it is bad, and that's kind of crazy. I was trying to make it seem like she's grabbing the shirt. She's like crouching, and so the shirt kind of goes up a bit. Literally, I can't draw a hand, so this makes absolutely no sense. And then someone was like, "Oh, that kind of looks nice." That me. I was like, "No, it's." Do I tell them no? Because like, if they see a character, and then I'm like, "Yeah, it's that character," then it makes me look good. Because then they're like, "Okay, I recognize this, and you drew it to be this, so you're like so good." So I was like, yeah, definitely, that's her, 100%. So then I left out the markers, and then I was like, okay, let me color the hair really quickly, so then I can be like, yeah, that's clearly her. So that's what happened. I'll finish everything. That looked bad. This we don't talk about this. This is a very bad attempt. Whatever. I think pretty much I covered everything else now. There's some that I have not shown. That one, which I'm definitely not, because that one sucks. Like, it's so bad. Also, these suck as well. These are like, this took like a minute. In total, I think this took like a minute, which is why it's very bad. So did this. I drew that one, so I have something for Christmas. And then this took basically 5 minutes. Could be 10. But 5. We'll call it 5. Yeah, I said, oh yeah, I want to finish everything. We didn't end up actually finishing everything. I think this looks more like an actual normal head than this. I feel like this is definitely more to be than this thing. But this is when like the show is trying to be funny, so they approach this style to everything. And for like a few, like 3 seconds of like, oh, what's happening? I don't know how to explain it. Like, I cannot explain it. But this is definitely not the same thing as this. But this I've seen before, which is not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. But it's definitely not what we intended on doing. There was definitely an improvement from this to this, in my opinion. But yeah, honestly, my characters has been drawn with a mouse, by the way, guys, in case you did not know. I actually have never mentioned that. Yes, my character has been drawn with a mouse in like 30 minutes. Because I was bored. I don't like drawing with mouse. Because I am not very good at, I'm not sturdy. My hand's not sturdy. So having a mouse and having to do like long lines, cannot do that. Especially because I have like low sense. So I can't even like flick the mouse and do a whole like one line, like the whole this length of the screen. I have to do it slowly. So then if I have a line that needs to go into like these points, instead of being like, okay, yeah, I can do this, or just something like this, it ends up being, oh yeah, I can do this. You know, this, it ends up being wonky. And even if I do like the whole smoothing things, then it's like, my mouse is on this point right here. You don't see. Even if I do like, if I turn out the smoothing a lot, what ends up happening, which I hate, is my my cursor in my mouse, I'm pointing to this point on the screen, right? But then the thing is here. So it's actually just finished doing this line because of the smoothing. So it's actually a bit back. Sometimes with like even more smoothing, it's a lot back. So what that does for me then, it kind of messes me up, because if I'm trying to get a consistent line between like multiple points, the best way would be to have a continuous motion behind it, right? So then it looks like it's the actual line and as it's intended, if I'm trying to do like long lines, because I cannot make this look good. I can on paper, but I can't do it with mouse. So then basically, then I'm like, okay, my mouse is not there. What is happening? And then I slow down, and then that messes up the line, and so on and so on. It just ruins it, and then it's bad. So that's what's happening, and why I don't like it. Let me erase a bit more. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming today. Streams are gonna be a bit weird, because I'm flying back home on Monday, which is in oh, how nice. Which is in well, it's actually in 2 days. Technically it's in 1 day, because it's in about 29 hours from now ish. 20 28 20 27 27 28, something like that, because it's 6 a.m. I think. Yeah, 20 yeah, 27, I think. That, yeah, so that's gonna be an issue. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get like, obviously I can like bump up streams, be like, okay, today we're playing Rocket League, and then we'll play it for like 2 hours. But then it feels like I'm not doing actually anything, because at that point, like, what's the content? With League streams, I want to be positive, and I cannot do that for my life playing League. Well, if you guys don't mind, I mean, that could be a thing. But yeah, we'll see. I had an idea for a clip. The problem is, the idea requires drawing digitally, and I hate doing that with the things that I have. Obviously, if I have, honestly, I think I'll be alright if I had like a screen tablet. I don't have that. And yeah, I know you can like technically draw on your on my phone, because I've seen insane art drawn by some random person that is like 13 years old on their Huawei P9 Lite on their phone. And that phone isn't even like a big phone. It's just the most just random phone that's been through a lot, and they are so good. So it's definitely doable, but I just don't enjoy it. I like the feeling on paper, even though I suck at it, which is kind of weird, because you would assume that since I'm not good at any of it, then I could pick up anything and that'll be fine. But no, it doesn't work like that. I need to actually like it. So I like the thing on paper. I think I would be okay with going like drawing it on paper, scanning it with my phone, and then just tracing over it. I feel like I'd be okay with that. But I still need the screen, because I tried doing it already and it just doesn't feel right. It's just not the same. And they're kind of expensive, okay? It's basically like, do I want to buy a TV? To have a TV? Or well, I mean, I already have a TV, but do I want to buy a TV? Which I actually really want to actually be able to look at things normally instead of having to be like glued to the freaking screen. Because otherwise, if I sit back on the couch, I can't see anything. Because it's so far away, I can see, but it's so tiny. Or do I buy a drawing tablet with a screen? I don't know. That's a question for future me. But I'll be going to bed now. So thank you for watching. Goodbye. Bye. Wait, goodbye. Bye. You get what I mean? Okay. Like I'm, I've done this. Okay. Ludwig does it. Okay. We say everyone good night or good morning. I don't know. Or maybe you're watching this like 2000. Oh, I think that was a sign. Okay, we can end. Okay. Goodbye. I'll see you sometimes. I don't know when. Bye. Bye. Good.